Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This video I'm gonna do a start to finish Whatnot show. So how I set the show up, how I load up the products, and then I'm gonna put a few clips in of me during the show, streaming, selling the items, and then the shipping process after. So it's gonna be like start to finish Whatnot show tutorial. So let me know if you guys like it. Drop a comment below. Here we go.
How I set up a show on Whatnot. Pretty simple. Create show. You're gonna type in your title here, the date and time you wanna stream. I usually try to do these like a week in advance, so it gives people enough time to save the show, and then by doing that you'll get more people in your show when you're ready to stream. So try to set this in advance. Try a week in advance. It definitely does help. So then you're going to choose your category. There's a bunch of different categories. I'm doing video games, so I usually click here, video games, and then you have some more options. I usually do retro. And then the format. So there's a bunch of different formats. I usually do auction. So that's where like you set a starting price and then people will bid. But there's also buy it now. You have set prices that you have, and then you can show people and they can pay or they can send offers. And then surprise sets. I'm not really sure what this is. Maybe some like mystery boxes or something like that. But I usually go with auction. I think auction is the best way to do it. It makes it a little more exciting when people are bidding. Tags, you can add in some tags here. I usually put in like CIB, or I'll put in whatever console I'm selling or gaming I'm selling. I'll put that in, so like PS2. Moderators, you don't really need a moderator unless you have like a lot of people in your show. And then I like to add a thumbnail, just like a photo maybe of some of the items that are going to be in your show. You can also upload a video just showing the items, and then maybe talk a little bit about the show, what's going to be in the show, maybe some giveaways or something like that. And then that's basically it. Then you just schedule it, public, and then you just schedule it, and that's it. And then you're ready to go. I'll show you guys just now what I do before, or sorry, just after that. So I'll schedule the show, and then I'll go into inventory. Now, not everyone does this. I like doing this. There's a lot of people that won't do this. They'll just create one listing and then put like whatever quantity they have of that item in. But I like to create individual listings and then put them in advance, and then people can kind of see what you have, like exactly what you have or what's going to be in the show, and then they can also bid on the item. So these are some of the items that were left over from my last show, and I just kind of move them over into my new show, and they're just like individual listings of the games, right? So very easy to do listings on Whatnot. You just snap one photo, put it in the category, title, put a little description, quantity. I like to put the condition for games, and then you got to put in the weight for the shipping, and then see it's in my next show here. And then I like to start at auction, $2, sudden death. Most of my stuff I do sudden death. Sometimes I'll take it off, but most of the time I do sudden death. So that's kind of like how I set it up. It doesn't take long to do listings like this, because you can just you can just copy it, right? Like you can just copy for the new listing. So then you just have to change the photo and then the title, and then everything else is the same, and then you just keep doing it like that. But you can do a lot of listings really quickly. It's not like doing eBay listings where it's a lot of information that you have to put in. So that's how I do it for my shows. I think it's a little bit more work, but I think it's better for the customers. So yeah, that's how I do my shows, and that's this part of the video. Stay tuned for the next part.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This video I'm just gonna show you guys how I run my Whatnot shows. I got everything set up right now. Usually put on some on the TV in the back here. I'm about to start in like 10 minutes, so I'm gonna show you guys, like, you know, in the stream, like how I run my streams. I got all my games here that have pre-bids. So what I do is, you know, I load up all my games into the show, and I do like listings, individual listings, and then it allows people to pre-bid before the show starts. And then I basically just pull all the pre-bid games and I run those first. And then once those are done, then after that, I'll go through the other games and sell the other games as well. So this is how I set up. I sit at my kitchen table. I got my my phone right here on a tripod. And so that's what's gonna film me during the show. And then I got my laptop here where I can, you know, run everything from. Like I can run all the auctions and stuff from my laptop. So yeah, it's basically how I set things up. Pretty simple. But I'm gonna put in some clips of me while I'm, you know, in the stream and showing items and auctioning stuff, so you guys can get an idea of what it's like to run a whatnot. So when I run shows, I do some giveaways. So this is what I'm gonna give away for a buyer's giveaway. So the buyer's giveaway, I try to give away something like a little bit better, you know, to just you know, thank people that have come to my stream and purchased. So this is a sealed game, Xbox game. This is gonna be my buyer giveaway. And then just a normal giveaway, I have a couple t-shirts. Here, I'll show you. There's a couple t-shirts, Crooks and Castles, brand new with tags. These are for just a regular, you know, you just have to follow me and then you can enter the giveaway for a t-shirt. So it's good to have, you know, a few giveaways in your show, especially if you have a longer show, like over an hour. It's good to have at least one giveaway. Keeps people interested, and you know, that's what I use. We're live right now. Let's see who jumps into the live. Welcome in. A Huck Gamers Hub. What's going on? Thanks for joining. Wait, I'm gonna have to move this a little bit. Let's see. Gotta get I moved my camera so it's a little bit different setup. I like to put that in the back. Okay, it's okay. Welcome in everybody. Smith, Punani, what's up? Gonna be doing some Xbox 360 tonight. Got a sealed copy of Ghost Recon Summit to Strike for the buyer giveaway. It's for the buyer giveaway, guys. Brand new sealed. And then I got a couple t-shirts to give away as well. So welcome in. Get started soon. I'll start running some stuff in like a minute. What's going on, everybody? Make sure to check the auction. And that's where all the products are, so you can pre-bid on some stuff there, and I'll run it. So I'm gonna run all the pre-bid stuff first, and then I'll run the other stuff. But if you can, check the auction tab and you can pre-bid, and I'll run those items for you guys. Hope everyone's doing good. I'm adding all these discs with it, so you're getting 5 games in this auction. 5 games plus the Blur game. So I'm gonna run these. So you're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 discs. With Blur. With Blur. All right, yo, MH, what's going on, man? I'm about to start. I'm gonna start with this lot of disc only, and has Blur in it. We'll do let's do 20 seconds on this sudden death, or let's do 15 seconds. 15 seconds. So you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 discs with Blur being the main one. Where is it? Blur being the main disc. $7. Okay, that's a good steal. Good deal. Found in giveaway. Thank you, sir. Let's run a giveaway, guys.
for a t-shirt. Let's do a t-shirt giveaway. Crooks and Castles, brand new with tags, size XL. Let's do this. The whites, size XL, giveaway time. Make sure you hop in the giveaway. I'm pretty sure it's open to everybody. So Crooks and Castles, brand new with tags, size XL. So hop in the giveaway. Pretty sure I opened it up for everyone. Let me know if I didn't. Pretty sure I did though. Yeah, Crooks is a pretty good brand. It's a pretty good brand and brand new. Caribbean. This one is complete. We'll run this here for 10 seconds. Pirates of the Caribbean. CIB. We got 5 seconds. We're at $2. Anyone jumping in on this? No? Shigama? Okay. Let's see, what should we do here, guys? Welcome in, everyone. Let me know if there's anything you want me to run. I'm just doing the pre-bid stuff right now. Let's see. We'll do Dangerous Hunts 2011. Complete. Dangerous Hunts 2011. Let's do 5 seconds on these. A little bit quicker. 5 seconds. Sudden death. Dangerous Hunts. Shigama. Thank you. Okay, guys. So this is the next day. This is pretty much what I sold here. I didn't sell everything. I sold about, I think it was 75 games out of, I think I had maybe a little bit over 100. I think I had like 115 or something. So pretty good show. I was hoping to sell out everything, but you know, sometimes you don't sell out everything. Depends who's in the show. But again, I had, I think 5 or 6 new customers in that show. So you know, it's good. Every show I'm getting new customers. So you know, that part of it is good. So this is what I have to ship. All the stuff right here. There's a couple of t-shirts that were in the giveaway. So I'll send these out as well. And yeah, so I'll show you guys like how I ship stuff. It's pretty easy. And you know, I like Whatnot because you know, you can have like 10 people in your show, but you can sell like, you know, tons of stuff per person, right? Sometimes people order, you know, 5, 10, 15 items. So that's another reason why I like Whatnot. But yeah, I'll show you guys how I ship stuff coming up just now. I just want to show you guys some of my analytics from my last show. So here you can see this is what my gross sales were, and this is all in US dollars. So 451.75. My net sales, so after fees, I got 373.38, and I sold 75 items. So for this show, I paid $3 per item. So that 75 is 225 Canadian dollars. And then when you convert this number here to Canadian, it is 534. So 534 minus 225, I made $309 profit for this show. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for. I'm trying to pay around $3 an item and then double that and then just sell volume, right? I think that's the best way to approach Whatnot. And you know, not every show is going to be like this. Some are going to do less, maybe some will be more, depends on, you know, the kind of products I have. But this is kind of what I'm aiming for, is to do these kind of numbers. And you know, stream. I think I streamed for an hour and a half. And I'm always getting new first-time buyers. So this show had 7, and I've been seeing like, you know, 4 to 7 new buyers per stream, which is good. I think that's like a good thing. And yeah, I just want to show you guys that so you can get a kind of an idea of, you know, what I'm doing per show and, you know, what my like strategy is for Whatnot. And then if you're starting a Whatnot, you can kind of, you know, maybe apply some of these same, you know, strategies. you know, to your shows. But yeah, I just want to show you guys that, and I'll see you in the next part of the video.
All right, guys, so here's what I have to ship. I don't know if you can see that, 13 orders. I got this thermal label printer. I had to buy a separate printer from my Chit Chats printer. For some reason, my Chit Chats printer didn't work with Whatnot, so I had to buy a separate one. This was only, I think, like 80 bucks. You can get them on Amazon, label printers. So that's pretty much it. I have 13 orders, 75 games, I think. It usually I could probably do this in like less than an hour to ship everything. So that's pretty much it. Just have to print the labels out and then pack everything up. I try to make sure I do a good job with the packing, and I try and ship next day for my Whatnot orders. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I pack multiple games. This one, I think there's 8. So I use 8x8x8 boxes. I buy these from Uline. These are like the best boxes. I can fit up to, I think, 18 or 19 games. Like PS2 size games. So I like using these boxes, and then I have another bigger box. I think it's 14x14x8. That could fit like, I think, 50 or 60 games. So that's what I use. So like for this, I like try to just make sure the weight is kind of like distributed, balanced out. So it's not like too heavy on one side. And then I like to just pack in, so like that, it's pretty good. And then I like to use newspaper and you know, pack the empty spaces so that the games don't move around inside. And then once I print out the label, I get my payout, you know, right away. So, and I do this pretty quickly. Like, I have 75 games here. I've already packed, 5 orders, 6 orders. I have 7 more to do. So moving pretty quickly. And my bubble mailers I get from Amazon. And then I ship all my items, all the orders next day. So customers get it quick. Like that. And I'll go around it one time just to make sure it's secure. Now I'll just print out the label, and that's pretty much it. You know, it's a pretty fast process. So now I'll just generate the label. And then just print it out. A separate page pops up, and then you just print it from there. I usually just print out the label. I don't print out like packing slips or anything like that. I just print out the label. So you only use one label. Print it out. And that's it. Simple as that. Just put it on the top. Good to go. Ready for the next order. So when people only order like 2 games, I usually just like cut a piece of bubble wrap, and then I just like wrap it in the bubble wrap, and then I have like poly mailers, and then I put it in the poly bag. I could probably buy bigger bubble mailers to do this instead of doing it like this. It takes a little bit more time, but I don't know. I just do it like this for now. Eventually I'll probably get some bigger like bubble mailers, but this is how I'm doing it for now. put the bubble wrap, fold it, and then I put it in a poly bag. And that's how I do like games, like 4 games and under usually. And then if it's more than that, I'll put it in the box. So that's how I do those. These are my birds. This one is Parsad. It's a lovebird. You can see him in the back there chilling. And then this one is, his name is Sirni. And they're just waiting to come out, do their morning flying. Say hello, guys. Say hello, Parsad. Alright guys, that's the video for today. Hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully you got something out of it if you're thinking about doing whatnot. I definitely suggest trying it out, man. It's been really good for me. And you just gotta kind of figure out, you know, what niche you want to do. And then once you got that, you just gotta figure out the numbers. And I think you can definitely be successful and move a lot of inventory on whatnot. So that's the video for today. Drop a comment below if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.